So, hello once again, online world. Hello, Ka-OTR. This is Off the Record with Migs and Cesca. Now, we will be joined by another icon, another legend in the world of, this time, the world of volleyball. She is known as, one of the legends from DLSU Lady Spikers, retired by De La Salle ang kanyang jersey number, and of course, former member of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Say hello to Manilla Santos-Ng.
Hi.
Hi, Ila.
Hello, good evening.
Thank you, Ila, for joining us. Of course, joined by my partner, Cesca Litton. Ila, kamusta? I just wanna ask you, kamusta ka recently during the months? Ngayong, EZQ na ulit, pero just wanna ask you, kamusta naman so far?
So far, okay naman by God's grace and mercy. We're getting by every day. Ganun pa rin dito sa bahay, just like other moms, making sure that the household is organized and the kids are doing okay sa online classes nila. And yeah, yun lang. Isa pa pinagkakabisihan ko yung plants. Lately, natuto na rin akong ma-fall in love sa plants kasi yun yung pag nasa stress na ako or pag gusto ko maiba naman yung gagawin ko. Plants ang aking love ngayon.
Parang, parang ang dami sa atin na that ended up getting into plants during the lockdown. I never ever thought I would be a plant person, pero ngayon kinakausap ko sila, kinakamusta ko sila. When I come in, hey, good morning, please stay alive. But syempre, like, especially, it's different when you have kids. I mean, obviously, we hear kids in the background now. It's so different having to curate an environment for your family na alam mong hindi kayo pwedeng lumabas. And that, a lot of that is taken on, obviously, by the mom. You want the best environment for your kids. What did you discover about motherhood during the lockdown, knowing that you had to protect your family and at the same time entertain them during lockdown and educating them as well?
Alam mo, ang laking pagbabago simula nung nag-pandemic. Tapos, yung mga kids ko, medyo mahirap lang for their part kasi after ng school nila, after all the activities, after doing all the assignments, mga tasks nila, wala ka na magawa sa loob ng bahay. So, minsan, gadget na lang sila. Pero, syempre, I am here to make sure that they are guided properly. Dapat limited lang yung gadget time nila. So, yun, siguro yung time ko din, parang mas masyado kong napansin na they're so demanding of my time. Para kung kailan magkakasama kami sa bahay, parang mas gusto nila akong laging nandyan sa tabi nila. Parang, Mommy, look, Mommy, look. Parang sabi ko, wait, look is not my name, honey. Kasi Mommy, look, Mommy, look. Look na ang pangalan ko dito.
Ang cute naman. So, yun na. Well, of course, isa sa mga excited na mga ka-OTR natin na nanonood tonight is, of course, si Tirso. Yes, Manilla Santos is in the house. And sabi rin ni Dino Lee, of course, Dino Lee, sabi na idol yan si Manilla Santos. It's great to reminisce the UST and the DLSU rivalry going up against Balse and Roxanne Pimentel. Now, Ila, kaya ka rin in-invite namin. Thank you sa pag-invite. Pero sa pag-accept ng invite, is we saw your Instagram post na
Yes.
magpi-PVL bubble na nga. And then you decided to, pass for this season. But I just want to ask you first, before we get into that, kamusta naman yung naging experience mo with your season with the Chocomucho Titans?
Yung last year, it was both fun and challenging. Fun kasi I get to play with competitive players ngayon. At present, yung mga athletes, hindi lang sila matatangkad, pero talagang they're very agile and competitive. So, iba yung level of play ngayon. Mas mataas na. No? Tapos, it just so happened that the team Chocomucho is relatively new at the time. So, medyo challenge kami dun yung hindi pa kami nagbaband masyado, hindi pa kami nag-gel. So, isa yon sa challenge na naramdaman namin. And, yeah, siguro time lang talaga, kulang lang sa time. But definitely, it was a really wonderful experience.
What was your thought process Paano ka nag-arrive sa decision to not join the bubble, to kind of maybe take a step back? I mean, syempre, I'm sure motherhood plays a big part, pero gaano ka heavy yung decision for you, and how did you arrive at that decision?
Um, Last year, around mga second week of December, nung the management called up and magre-renew na ng contract, there was a rumor na kasi at the time na magkakaroon na ng bubble. Tapos, hindi na rin ako nagdalawang isip, mainly because, alam niyo naman, yung one of the reasons kaya rin ako bumalik is because of my son. Sabi niya na he wants to see me play. Tapos ang na-explain ko sa kanya na what if next year it's going to be a bubble? Sabi niya, capital N-O. No. Sabi niya, I will talk to them. Hindi kita papayagan. So,
May
sa
manager
totoo
ka.
lang, hindi na talaga ako nagdalawang isip din. Kasi ngayon pa nga lang, magkakasama kami sa bahay. Parang ang bilis na nilang lumaki. How much more kung nasa bubble ako? 'Di ba? Yung utak ko nasa bahay. So it's also unfair for the team if I'm there physically pero yung isip ko naiiwan sa bahay. So yeah, sabi ko hindi na lang talaga ako tutuloy sa tournament na to.
What were the first reactions of your family nung finally na-fulfill mo na, Mommy, I wanna see you play? I remember, Ila, that we had that interview last year.
Mm.
And yun nga yung talaga one of the main reasons that you said, di ba? But what was it like during the first game or the first few games when they finally saw Mommy play?
Well, Kenzie was there actually. He was waving and he was so happy. Pero eventually, syempre bata, gusto na rin sa bahay na lang. Pero he was happy and he was really proud that he saw me play. Yun lang naman yung gusto ko rin na makita nila na si mommy hindi basta-basta nag-quit. Kasi, di ba, role model tayo, parents. So, yun yung gusto ko rin ma-realize ng anak ko habang naglalaro ako to do your best sa lahat ng ginagawa mo.
And then, syempre, there are obviously similarities and differences when you're learning to excel in volleyball and learning to excel in motherhood. What are they?
Similarities, okay. Siguro, isa sa natutunan ko sa volleyball or isa sa mga is yung if you love something, 'di ba, you almost not getting tired of doing it again and again. So tuloy-tuloy lang. Ganun din sa mga anak mo, 'di ba? Especially kapag first time parent ka. Ang hirap kapag yung mga bata, hindi mo alam kung ba't sila umiiyak. So since you love them, you care for them, hindi ka napapagod gawin 'yon. So isa 'yon. And siguro isa pa, yung perseverance and determination. Naalala ko nung college ako, hindi ko naman talaga iniisip na masasama ako sa lineup. There was a time na akala ko nga hindi na ako magiging part ng team noon. But yun lang, siguro dire-diretso, work hard lang, tapos make sure ko lang na ginagawa ko yung pinapagawa ni coach. And yeah, siguro dito rin sa bahay, ganun din as parent, no? Kailangan kahit na gaano ka nakapagod, pero you're still going to do your best para lang sa pamilya. Yun. Tsaka, isa pa siguro yung okay lang na magkamali. Kasi minsan doon tayo natututo sa mga pagkakamali. Lalo na kapag first time parent ka, 'di ba? Hindi mo alam kung ano yung kung ba't umiiyak yung baby mo. Pero syempre eventually natututunan mo rin kung bakit sila umiiyak, no? So sa volleyball, ganun din, pwede ka rin magkamali, marami ka rin matutunan sa pagkakamali mo. Ang pinagkaiba lang noon sa volleyball, pag nagkamali ka, pwede mong buhayin ulit yung bola. Pero syempre, kapag sa anak mo na, hindi ka pwedeng magkakamali na lang ng basta-basta. You really have to make sure that you give the right medication or the proper care sa children mo.
Ito may tanong si Dino Lee. Maganda nung sagot ni Ila, no? Talagang for parents, for young parents, talagang especially with sports background, talagang I'm sure na nakarelate po kayo sa sinabi ni Ila when it comes to sports and parenting. Ang tanong kasi ni Dino Lee, when it comes to parenting also, do you encourage your kids to do sports How do you balance that with big demand sa paggamit ng gadgets of kids nowadays?
Well, ako, as much as possible, I want my kids also to be in sports kasi maraming matututunan. Attitude-wise, yung pagiging determined, no? Yung hindi nag-quit easily, especially kapag nahihirapan ng konti. Lalo na ngayon sa studies ng eldest ko, slowly I am trying to let him do his own task, his assignments. Pero for him, parang punishment yun. But hindi nila nare-realize na it's for their own good, and I'm always reminding them na, hey, life is like that, that's reality, di ba? Mahirap. Pero, yun nga, after making sure that I've explained to them, wala kasi kami masyadong space dito sa bahay para gumawa ng sports, but there are other ways naman, no, to make them parang feel hindi lang laging puro aral.
Okay. And syempre, we already know na pagdating sa Lasal, pagdating sa DLSU Volleyballs, everyone knows the name Manilla Santos. So, yung question ni Gab is, ano ang mga mapapayo mo sa new generation ng Lasal players?
Ang mapapayo ko sa new generation ng Lasal players is to do everything with excellence talaga. Hindi pwedeng-pwede na. Lalo na ngayon, ang taas ng competition. Maraming athletes ang pumapasok. They just have to be, they just have to persevere and always be determined to achieve kung ano yung goal nila.
So, yan. Pag gusto nyong ma-retire ang jersey ninyo, pakinggan nyo ang advice ni Manilla Santos-Ng.
Nothing special, di ba? I mean, it doesn't take really great talent, pero sinasabi ni Ila na perseverance, hard work. Pwede ba natin balikan yung sinabi mo kanina na hindi ka pa nga sure nung college ka kung malaline up ka? What was going on then?
Kasi nung time na yon, nung pumasok ako sa Lasal, marami kami nag-try out noon, mga almost 20 yata kami. Tapos syempre may mga matatangkad. Tapos hindi ako masyadong pinapansin noon talaga. Nagpupulot lang ako ng bola from start to finish. Minsan sabi ko nga, bakit pa ba ako nandito? Parang tama ba tong decision ko? But then again, nag-pray ako. Sabi ko, God, you will not bring me to this situation if wala naman akong purpose dito. Pero sabi ko, tuloy lang. Hanggang sa dahan-dahan, na-notice naman ako ng coaches. Tapos, yun, nabigyan naman ako ng break.
And then, syempre, that's another testament to yung perseverance, na kahit na iniisip mo hindi ka may bibigyan ng time, just put in the work kasi makikita din ng coaches yan, makikita ng mga tao yan around you. And there are so many lessons to be learned from playing sports. You mentioned this earlier na nga na napakaraming importanteng matututunan pagdating sa sports. Para sa'yo, as a mother, ano yung mga lessons na natutunan mo from volleyball na gusto mong mapasa sa kids mo?
Sa volleyball, I've learned not to quit easily. Kasi nga, minsan pag nahirapan lang tayo ng konti, parang feeling natin hindi na para sa atin yun. Pero, yun nga, I like what Nelson Mandela said. Yung sinabi niya na, I never lose, I only win or learn. So, yun yung lagi ko sinasabi sa anak ko, na it's okay na magkamali, okay lang yan. And sa totoo lang, ngayong time na yung katulad kanina, di ba sinasabi ko na slowly I'm letting my eldest na to do his homework. Kasi nga, gusto ko as early as now, ma-feel na niya kung ano yung mga consequence kapag hindi niya ginawa ng tama yung assignments niya. So it's better for him to feel kung ano yung failure instead of pag malaki na siya, hindi siya sanay kung ano yung failure. At least ngayon magaguide ko pa siya. Again, as a parent, no, wala tayong full control over our children. Siguro ngayon, maliit pa sila. But in time, eventually, lalaki na rin sila eh. They will make their own choice na rin, di ba?
Ito, magandang tanong ni Tirso. Just on top of mind, Ila. Ila, who do you think is the current player in college that has close resemblance to the way you play if there's any. Ang naisip lang daw na si Cici Rondina kaso graduate na rin siya eh.
Ang kailangan ba yung naglalaro pa rin?
Siguro kahit kaka-graduate lang or maybe somewhere there.
Ayoko naman i-compare si Cici Rondina sa akin. Baka maasar naman siya. But I texted her nga sinasabi ko kay Cici na I really like the way she plays. Tapos sinabi ko nga sa kanya noon na minsan baka sakali pwede kaming maglaro na kaming dalawa lang, 'di ba? Kasi gusto ko talaga siya, no? I'm not saying na kasing galing ko siya kasi talagang magaling naman si Cici Rondina, 'di ba? Pero I like lang kasi yung mga not so tall players na tumatalon talaga, na lumalaban kahit na yung mga kalaban ang tatangkad.
Correct.
Alright. Meron tayong comment from Dino. If I'm not mistaken, Manila is one of the first Chinese players sa college volleyball. I think she somewhat paved the way for Gretchen Ho, Des Cheng, and Melissa Gohing.
I think may mga nauna rin naman sa akin, pero yun nga lang before hindi pa televised. Like alam ko I'm not sure, I don't want to mention names, no? Pero yeah, I'm just thankful na kung yun yung tingin nila, yeah.
I'm curious also, Ila, nung mga first practices, first few games, of course, you were going up against teams from, of course, players from other teams. What was the reception nung nakita nila si Ate Ila sa court? Parang, uy, idol, or Ate Ila, bumalik ka. Were there any interactions with your teammates o yung mga nakalaban mo?
We're talking about yung teammates ko sa Chocomucho.
Yes, Chocomucho na. Yeah.
Okay. Nakakatuwa lang kasi nung pagdating ko doon, si Arian Angustia nakita niya ako sa dugout kasi nagpapalit ako. Tapos I think that's the first day that I'm going to practice with them. Tapos sabi niya, Ate Ila, sa amin ka, dito ka. Ganyan yung reaction niya. Natatawa talaga ako. We're good friends now kasi mabait naman yung batang yun. She's very transparent, no? Tapos yung iba naman, nakalaro ko yata naabutan ko pa si Bang Pineda. Nakasama ko siya. Yung iba naman si Dancel Dusaran. Parang sabi niya kilala daw niya ako. Si Siang Berte. Yeah. Yung iba, medyo kilala ko talaga doon, like mga Atenista. Ang gagaling talaga nila, Madi Madayag, si Bea de Leon, Catherine Tolentino, 'di ba? Yung makasama ko nga sila, talagang wow.
Syempre napapasok sa routine ang isang athlete. The training, the games, there's a schedule that you guys really have to follow, and obviously that schedule is something that you are going to no longer have to participate in. Ano yung pinaka-mamimiss mo dun sa routine na yun?
Siguro mamimiss ko dun yung talaga yung training itself. Kasi iba yung feeling na parang yung katawan mo sanay na magpagod, mag-exercise together with your teammates. Tapos pare-pareho kayo nahihirapan, nafe-feel niyo pare-pareho, tapos mag-encourage kayo sa isa't isa. I think yun yung marinig mo yung kasama mo na kaya mo yan, let's go, tuloy tayo. Yung paulit-ulit na encouragement, malaking bagay.
Ila, as we wrap this up, well, meron pa tayong isang question. Siguro na nasagot na rin to kanina, pero tatanungin ko na rin ulit for Tier. So what advice can Ila give to mothers who are still actively playing whatever sport on how to be good at both being an athlete and a mother?
Siguro dun sa mga current athletes na naglalaro, well, first, syempre, you have to make sure na safe ang family ninyo, and if this is really your decision to play, wala naman masama yun. Basta importante is to make sure that you are also safe. Kasi syempre may pamilya ka, so hindi mo pwedeng i-gamble yun. Tapos, yeah, you just have to work hard and do your best talaga.
All right. And syempre, since we are wrapping up our Women's Month episode, we are so happy to have you here. I said at the start of the show na we have two amazing, incredible, strong women guesting on the show tonight. And you offer a different perspective as compared to Doc Phil kasi you're a mother na syempre you're taking a step back from your career. But also, yung as a mother, the values that you want to instill, what do you feel is the most important lesson that you want a daughter to learn? And then also as a mother, what is the most important lesson that you want a son to learn as he grows up to be a man?
I think ang masasabi ko dyan is, to my daughter and to my son, they always have to remember that they are loved by us, by their parents. God loves them so much. God created both of them as part of His amazing plan. So, whatever their status in life when they grow up, wherever they may be, nasa government, non-government, academe, or private sector, and even as an ordinary private individual, they can always be a part of change in this world. Siguro, I would like to remind them again and again that their purpose here in life is to bring glory and honor to God. No, at the end of it all, God knows what's best for them talaga.
Lastly, Ila, thank you so much sa iyong wisdom na na-impart mo sa amin ni Cesca and of course to our viewers tonight on being, an athlete and a mother and a woman, of course, at the same time. Pero last question siguro, Ila, bubble or no bubble? Let's say magkaroon na ng vaccines, the world may go back to normal. Sana soon. Will you suit up again?
For now, hindi ko pa naiisip yan. Ang gusto ko lang talaga ngayon is to be safe for my family. And tingnan natin, I love the sport so much. And even if I'm not gonna play, I can still be part of the sport, no? Maybe part of the coaching staff or anything related to the sport pa rin, syempre.
Thank
see
you
yourself?
so much.
Sorry for
Wait,
follow up ako. Do you see yourself?
ito si
Sorry. You opened up eh. Do you see yourself coaching? Sorry. Tulubusin ko na to. Habol lang ako. Sabi mo coaching staff. Do you see yourself coaching?
Pwede rin. Why not? I'm open to that, of course.
All right. Okay.
Konti lang din ang coaching na ang mga babaeng coach eh. Konti lang.
Yes. Especially sa women's volleyball, correct me if I'm wrong, konti pa lang yung mga dating player na nagiging
yes.
head coach. And of course,
my
shout out
gosh.
to
Yung
dami.
comment ni Dino na Ramil de Jesus and Manilla Santos. Oh my gosh.
1-2 combination.
Imagine. Oh my gosh.
Pwede. Dino Lee, bro, salamat sa shoutout, salamat sa mga comments, and of course, tears in of course, everybody dito sa Off the Record na ng episode natin tonight. Ila, last message, final words?
To all my fans, please continue to support Choco Mucho and of course the sport volleyball, and always take care, stay safe. Please be diligent in doing all the safety protocols. That's it.
Okay, maraming salamat. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for joining us tonight, Ila.